All right, let's try this out. Hello everyone. Getting everyone joining us. Give everyone a few minutes. We've got a couple things going on today. First, we're going to do our normal museum show, which is our Friday show. If this is your first time, welcome. Hey, Tammy. And then we've got we have a special Facebook offer on one item today. No, you don't? Not
My
gonna do it?
my permissions were denied.
Your permissions were denied. You want to call Mallory?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll keep trying.
We're gonna try. We're trying to do a Facebook sale at the same time. Okay. Other than that, we're gonna do our regular show. We've got 14 items here today. Lots of items all across the board. Everything has a cluster theme. And what I mean by cluster, I hope you know what I mean by cluster. It's where the turquoise is all clustered up in a pretty little flower pattern. Very iconic of Southwestern jewelry, specifically a lot of Navajo jewelry has that look. Although we do have a Zuni variation as well, and we'll get into that in just a minute. So how are you today? Hi Patricia. Hi Jane. Amanda. Thanks for joining us as always. And are you ready for this? Hey Kev. So what do we got going on this week? We have Diego Cruz. Hey Laura, good to see you. Diego Cruz, one of our in-house artists. He's going to have his own live show tomorrow. So please come back to support him, 3:30 Mountain Standard Time. It's always great to support local artisans. Really love it when we can have some of our own team members doing their own shows as well. If this is your first time, welcome. This is a jewelry show. We're going to be showing all of this jewelry on camera one at a time. Everything is for sale. All you have to do is say sold with the number of the piece that is being shown at the time, and it's yours. Everything, these bigger pieces are all one of a kind. It is first come, first serve, so whoever claims it first wins. And that is whoever claims it first according to what comes to us. There's sometimes a little bit of a lag time between if you're either on YouTube or Facebook and you're committing to a purchase. Sometimes it takes a couple seconds for it to go all the way to Facebook and then all the way to us. And so when we see it pop up on our screen, that's how we know it's the first person who did it. Layaway is available. We do have some higher end pieces here today that qualify for layaway, and what that means is if the piece is $400 or more, it qualifies for our in-house layaway. We take 25% down, which is non-refundable, to hold the piece for you, and then we invoice you once a month and collect 25% a month until the piece is paid off. There are other financing options though available. We do have Klarna and Afterpay as some of our cart options. So once you purchase something, we'll send you an invoice to your email. And you can pay with a credit card, with PayPal, however you like. If you want to use one of those other financing options, you can do that at the time. What that happens is they pay us right away, we send the jewelry right away, and you can work out a plan with them, I think up to 2 years. So how is Unji doing, Tammy's asking? She's better. Her daughter is better. So her daughter had a little run-in with the C word, the pandemic. I can't say it because we're on YouTube, and we're not allowed to say that word on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really, we'll get cut. So the Rona Reno, I guess I should say, and she'll be back on Tuesday. So I know I'm by myself, but
you're never alone, really, though.
No, we've got everyone. We've got the whole inner circle here, right? If you haven't joined yet. The Inner Circle is a private Facebook group where we love to post pictures of jewelry. We love to see you post pictures of jewelry. And we will be posting after the show any pieces that have not found a home. So if you're watching this after the live is done, that's the best place to check it out. Join our Inner Circle. The link is in the description below. You can also type in Facebook T.Skies Inner Circle. That's another way to find it. All right, shall we get started? Item number 1, just off the screen, cluster day. So this is a beautiful cluster of a variation of a few different turquoise mines. Can anybody see some of the turquoise mines there or recognize any of them? It can be pretty hard. And if you don't know, if you didn't buy the turquoise directly from the mine or have some kind of way of knowing where it came from, it's really hard to tell because turquoise looks like has many different looks, but it's almost impossible to tell exactly where it's from if you don't know for sure. But there are some, what I call the turquoise fingerprints, certain iconic looks. Like if you were to just look at this stone here, that feels very much like number 8 turquoise mine. If I were to look at this stone right here in the middle, that feels like Candelaria to me. There is beautiful variety of different mines here. I do see some potentially Kingman, a lot of spiderweb variations. This one looks like Santa Rita here. This looks like Egyptian spiderweb. These two here.
It's just a little bit out of focus.
It's a little bit out of focus. Now.
That's better.
Wow. And the other cool thing is it's a ring. It's a double ring. We had one of these the other day. There was only 2, and we brought one down, and it sold right away. Via Tom is the artist, Navajo silversmith, sterling silver, turquoise cluster, and by double ring, I mean you put it on 2 fingers. It's a little small for me.
7.5.
7.5.
Yeah.
It's actually adjustable though.
Yeah.
So if your size is different, right now it's sized to a 7.5. We can open it up. Because your fingers are going to be different sizes. Let me put it on my pinky in this. There we go. Talk about taking up your whole hand.
Well, this whole thing.
Oh, this little thing? That's an undue line right there. Let me see if I can get it on this camera. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I can't even. That's too small for my fingers. I don't want to stretch it out. There we go. Pinky ring. Amazing. Price on this piece was $2,900 before the sale. We're going to be that's going to be on sale for the next 24 hours for $2,320.
I like the one, like the spiral wire in the very center.
This one here?
Yeah, in the middle. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Walker's talking about this this twisted wire here. It looks like really small square wire that's been twisted. Nice little border around that. Wow, look at those stones. Spiderweb. Big chunk of that price is in the turquoise, quality turquoise. I'm saying a lot of Candelaria, not a lot of number 8, a few Kingman pieces, and maybe some Egyptian turquoise. This one right here, this one right here. This looks like Cortland plume. A smaller mine. I've got a few stones from there that look like that. I don't know for sure, but those are really awesome. There you go. That's item number 1. Item number 1. There we go. Item number 2. Another big piece. I'm gonna do this squash blossom here. This looks like a Peter Johnson, or it says P. Johnson. Peter is the first name that came into my head, but Sleeping Beauty turquoise? I don't know about that. It could very well be Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty is known for having no matrix, and the matrix is the mother stone, or the different browns and black colors within the stone. You see a little bit in there, but not too much. The colors vary a little bit outside of that like normal Sleeping Beauty range. This stone right here in this corner, that feels like good Sleeping Beauty color to me. These are a little more pale, but good quality. I like the shine and the way. Feeling turquoise, you start to get a feel for the better quality turquoise. This is a great piece. This is the Naja cluster. So the cluster is in the shape of that flower. Naja, it's on a 2-strand silver pearl. strung with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squashes on each side.
24 inches.
24 inches long. $5,400 before the sale. Will be on sale for $4,400. Prices of these squashes are getting up there. I feel like I can't find a squash under $2,500 these days anymore. But yeah, incredible cluster design. Will any of T.Skies artists be at the Indian Market Festival? Unji will. I think Nick Nez got in this year. I don't think Alvin Monte's going to go. Eddie's not going to go. I don't think that Jeanette Nelson, maybe Jeanette and Pierre or Rick Monte, I think they might be going. Who else? Do you know anybody, Walker? I need to just start asking everybody. Because what we'll do is, if they're going, we'll in our inner circle, we'll put their booth number. And then if you are going to Indian Market this year, you can go say hi and visit.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Tammy, so beautiful. Can I model? Of course I can. There we go. I'm just going to wear this the rest of the show. Wow, that's a really great piece. There we go. Classic cluster style squashes. And then I love how that cluster style transitions into the nausea. Is it heavy? It's a little bit. I mean, it's thick silver, but it's not like overwhelming. I can put it on a scale, if that helps. You like measuring in grams or ounces? We typically, in our market, weigh all of our silver jewelry by grams all the time. I get really used to knowing gram weights of things.
Sega?
What's that?
I just said Sega, but I said Saga.
Sega. Remember those old Sega commercials?
I'm sorry, guys. I don't think I'm gonna try one more time to make the Facebook item available, but I think I have some connectivity issues. It's a bit of a buggy situation.
184.9 grams.
How much is that in pounds?
I don't know. Pounds to grams ratio on the top of my head.
I have no idea.
All right. That's item number 2. Gonna keep moving. We've got some more price approachable pieces coming up. Although this is the museum show. This is where we have the bigger pieces. Cluster rings. We've got a couple lovely cluster rings. Number 3. We have 2 of these. Let's get some sizes on them.
9 and 9.5.
9 and 9.5.
You might want to double check that though.
Yep, this looks like a 9 and a 9.5. The price on these was $269 before the sale. They will be $216. Hey Alexa, oh we don't have an Alexa down here. There we go.
I'm Alexa. What do you need?
Hey Gabs, how much it? No, what was the question? Pounds?
Pounds.
I don't know if you'd measure the squash blossom. Maybe ounces. How many ounces?
How many ounces in pounds?
Is 160 or 185 ounces. How many ounces is 185 grams? Can they be sized down? They'll be very difficult to size down.
You want ounces to grams?
I want grams to ounces. How many ounces in 185 grams? So to size this down, Tammy, we'll have to cut the band, take out all of the stones, close the band, and solder it shut. So Margaret's going to take the size 9.
That is 6.5 ounces.
6.5 ounces. And so
Oh, you have one.
some of those turquoise stones these days are selling between
How much are these?
$3 and $10 a carat. So these are some good questions. Like Sunwest Silver is a good place to buy turquoise if you're in town or if you follow them. Like this one coming up. This is wow, that's good Kingman.
Yeah, that's really pretty turquoise.
I mean, this good Kingman, I've seen Arnie selling it for like $10, $15 a carat. There are 5 carats in a gram, to give you an idea. This is Sonoran Gold. I've seen like $3 or $4 a carat, but those are really expensive turquoise. We've got Campitos up on our sales floor right now for $1.25 a carat. So I hope that gives you an idea of that weight of that squash blossom earlier. A lot of that's turquoise, and that's a lot where the price comes from. We've got one more ring. This is a size 9.5. Navajo cluster ring. Micah Platero, or Mike Platero. It's Navajo silversmith name. I don't know Mike, but he made it. 216 after the sale.
It's a little out of focus.
A little out of focus. There we go. All right. That's item number 3. Number 4, what do we have here? Yes. This turquoise is marked as another one of those rare mines called Cloud Mountain. I believe it's in Nevada, very in the same area as Lone Mountain. Nice, deep, rich blue turquoise. Lovely piece. This looks like a size
6.
Is this size 6?
1 inch gap.
Man, you're on it today. Size 6 with a 1-inch gap. Got that old rustic patina look with the oxidation, nice and black. Creates that framed look around the turquoise. A little bit of drama. I don't have a wrist that this fits. My wrist is too big. Size 6 with 1-inch gap. You can close the gap down a little bit if your wrist is a little bit smaller. But if you need that, please let us know. We'll do it with our hammers. This is pretty thick, and the twist wire is it's a little hard to work with.
Yeah.
Stiff. It's been work hardened.
Do you see a name on it? I was trying to look for a name. It's probably behind that sticker, but I don't want to take it off.
It's not behind this sticker. Terminal caps, probably. Yep. S. So.
Wait, go a little further.
Can't get that angle. There we go. It's gonna be real hard to see without.
Oh, I see it.
You see it?
Yeah.
Light on. You see it in there?
Yeah.
It's right here on the terminal cap.
Oh wow.
I just see Sterling. So?
Yeah. Steve or 1600 before the sale. We'll be taking a little over 300 off. It'll be 1280. Size 6, Lacey. It's if I can open it just a smidge. It's like 6 1/4. It feels like. There we go. Opened it just a little bit. I'm a 6 1/2, and I just opened that up a little bit to fit my wrist. It's gonna probably fall off though. My gap's a little too wide now. It's like 1 1/4. I don't know. Maybe not. That's nice. So I'm a 6 1/2. I was able to put that on my wrist. Doesn't look like it's gonna fall off anytime soon. Give it a good shake. Honestly, it would probably fit a size 6 1/4 the best, but you can get that down to a size 6. Cloud Mountain turquoise. 1280. This is item number.
Squeeze it down to 6. Sold.
Sold for squeeze it down to 6. Okay. I'm gonna have to get the hammer out for this. This is pretty tight. There we go. I think that's a 6 now.
You can measure it.
Okay.
Go for the drum.
Oh, I'm bad on the drum right now.
It was broken, dude.
Did we put it on the sun?
Yeah, I was out in the sun today.
Oh
It
yeah.
doesn't sound sad like it did yesterday.
Thank you, Lacey. Wow, it's like a new drum. I'm gonna contact one of the drum makers around, and if is anybody interested in drums? Would anyone like a drum? Is it worth doing a show and bringing some drums on?
That'd be cool. That'd be a good Wednesday show.
Yeah, it would be. If you do have a drum, and you may hear a drum start to get a little loose, and that's nice and tight now. You just go sit it out in the sun for a little while, and that heat will just tighten it back up. We'll get you a drum, Lacey. Okay, item number 4 is gone. Got 10 more pieces. Number 5, super high-end Kingman turquoise. Mary Ellen. Wow, this turquoise is expensive. I know. So Ernie over at Sunwest, he's got a vault, and he keeps his stuff down there, and I mean, this stuff can get crazy expensive.
Yeah, but I caught that blue from the corner of my eye. I was doing something else, and I'm like, whoa, talk about blue.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
talk about blue. It's a cluster Y necklace. So we've got that bottom pendant is that traditional cluster shape. Turquoise. These are all look like they're all from that Kingman. We call this Kingman water web. If you really look at it, it's almost like ice floating on water. Can you see that? It's like icebergs out there melting on the water. I swear I coined that phrase, but some of the other turquoise collectors don't believe me. It was like in 2007 I wrote a blog post and I was like, this kind of looks like water, and I wrote a definition of it on our blog. And I feel like it's caught on, but who knows? Someone might have said that same thing before I did.
Thank you.
Beautiful long Y necklace. Do we have the length in this?
26 inches.
26 inches. I'm going to go ahead and try it
4.5
on.
inch dangle. That makes sense.
How long is the dangle?
4.5 inches.
4.5 inches. So 26 inches to the Y, and then we've got a 4-inch dangle.
Going to 3. I think the 3 turned off.
3 turned off. There we go. Wow. Beautiful Kingman. I don't have my female model today. Angie should be back on Tuesday. And Ophelia might start coming in every other week. But yeah, great piece. I'm just going to wear this. This is item number 5. What's the price on this, Walker? $5,700? $45.60 after the sale. Wowzers, right. It's that Kingman turquoise. It's item number 5. I'm going to show item number 15 anyway, just to show it off. Is that okay, Gabs?
It's okay. If it doesn't work out today, because I am having some problems technically, we will push this along to another show and make sure you guys still have access to this discount once we get it working.
Okay. I'm just going to show this off number 15, just to, if you want some of these, we've got quite a few pairs. These were 40 before, no, 34. We're taking 40% off. They'll be $19.04.
How do we do the sale?
How do we do the sale? Just say number 15 sold.
Oh, cool.
There you go. Desert Pearls, number 15. Great deal on some.
And we have a total of 6 of them.
We have 6 of them. Tammy's going to take one.
Tammy? Thank you, Tammy.
Amanda's going to take one. I guess I should just leave them out, huh? So you can see them.
Or 2 more left.
2 more left. Libby, Molly.
That's it.
That's it? That's
Oh,
all
wait,
of them?
2 more. 2 left.
Okay.
Amanda?
$19.04. Item number 15.
Sorry, I didn't have a thing for that.
Okay. We
What's-
wanted to have it automatic.
I think it's a 3mm.
The millimeters. This looks like 4mm. I'll get my. I don't have caliper. Do we have calipers down here?
Oh no.
We'll try to do it on the measuring tape. This looks like 4mm to me though. It is. Yes, 4mm. Length of that. With the shepherd's hook. Some people call them French hooks. I like to call them shepherd's hooks. Makes me feel better. 2 inches long. $19.04. That's a great deal. Moving on then. Item number 6. I've got a couple older rings. Navajo. They're labeled with Henry Yazzie, a Navajo name. Cute little. Are these?
I think it says Harry Ozzy, but I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, you're right. Harry Yazzie. Harry Yazzie. I don't know Harry Yazzie. They're a little older. Turquoise. That's that classic Southwest handmade leaf.
Is that design called something?
You know, no. I've always called it. We were gonna like make a variation of these at one time, and we were just call them Zuni, because I want to give a lot of credit to really Navajo that really started making these handmade silver leaves like this, and it just that feels like it's the iconic Navajo style that has been adapted, and silver leaves, handmade silver leaves, all over the world. There isn't a particular people that really started this, because leaves have been around forever and humans have been making silver sculptures forever, and or sculptures out of metal, and it's all natural to have silver leaves. But sizes on these:
6 and 7.
6 and 7. We've got a 6 and a 7. Price was it's on sale for $56. Got 2 of these. Size 6 and size 7, $56. Get that on my pinky. There you go. Size 6. Double leaf, double turquoise. Size 6 and 7. That's number 6. I feel like I'm kind of off today. Do I sound off? I'm like stuttering and stuff.
No.
Just had a busy week.
You are clear as a bell.
Any size 9 rings? I don't think we do right now, unless you want to size that double ring up. Number 7. Now this is a Sleeping Beauty style. This is that color. That beautiful cluster. Price on this $7.50 before the sale. This is item number 7, on sale for $600. Sleeping Beauty turquoise. It's a tight 6.5. Can I see your comment? Sold 6 at size 7. Okay, I'm sorry, Amanda.
Oh, I'm sorry, I should have said
We just get carried away. Make sure we get you the 6. That is the size 6 right there.
something. 56.
So I owe a couple of drums for everyone that purchased the number 15 earrings, and Amanda for the earrings and the number 6 ring. Oh, you know what? She said size 7. I just measured that size 6.
Oh.
I was confused with the number.
I'll trade you.
Yep, trade you. Thanks,
Good
Kelly.
catch.
Kelly jumped in right after I said that too. Okay, number 7.
I was dyslexic too. So.
Here you go. Size 6.5.
6.5?
Yep, I'm a 6.5 wrist.
Oh, wow, okay. seems small, but nice.
Can we measure it just in case?
Yes, please.
Okay, we're looking at a just over 5-inch on the cuff with a 1 1/4 inch gap. So 6 1/4. Did my wrist shrink?
Oh no, we left you out in the sun too long.
I guess just just over 5-inch with a 6 1/4 is pretty close to 6 1/2. And didn't I say a tight 6 1/2? So yeah, between 6 1/2 and 6 1/4. We can take that wrist down a little bit. We can get it to be a size 6, if you like. But it's going to be hard to get really much bigger than that, or the gap will get too big and it'll fall off your wrist. Sold size 6, 6. 6, size 6. Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. Here's your size 6.
Thank you, sir.
Sold up. Judy, can you specify, please?
Judy wants the cluster bracelet on layaway. Is that it?
Number 7, Judy.
Would you like the cluster bracelet? If yes, just say number 7, Judy. Judy Knuckles, good to see you. We went back and forth. We had a time change, and
Awesome.
I think
Yeah, she said
that
so.
Oh right, Judy. Kind of it's hard sometimes when you work. There's Judy Knuckles. And it's funny how some states change and others don't. Well, you know, if you're at work and all of a sudden we're on your normal watching time, and then you can't make it because you're still at work because the time didn't change. Good to see you, Judy. Thank you. Okay, that's number 7. Number 6 is gone. Number 7 is gone. Number 8, I think we've had this one on the show before, but since it was the cluster show, it's hard not to bring this out. This was also said to be Sleeping Beauty from that same turquoise mine, no longer being mined. This was an Arizona mine, and it's a copper mine. And we just had a copper miner come in yesterday and also confirm this story, how it's way less efficient for the company to be getting the turquoise, and they just want to get to the copper, and so they were pulling turquoise out of the mine, and I think they got most of the higher grade stuff, but the copper mine is continuing to operate, and there still is turquoise in there a little bit, but it's faster for the company who has the rights to the claim to just get to the copper, and then they just don't even do much with the turquoise. So we're not seeing any more Sleeping Beauty as in a few years ago, probably like 6 years ago now. Sleeping Beauty cluster was $1,700 before the sale, on sale for $1,360. This is a big bracelet.
7 inches, I think.
7?
Size 7, yeah.
Size 7. Probably 7 to 7 1/4. Question: if I purchase the Desert Blossom turquoise cactus flower earrings, can you ship them in the same box with the Desert Pearl turquoise earrings, the ones you just bought? Sure. We're just going to have to. It's hard sometimes. We get a lot of sales going through the website, but if you have something purchased right now, we'll take a look and we'll it can all be shipped together. But just work with us because we have a lot of orders and everything is very organized and it goes out quickly. Shep, did you get that on layaway? Judy Knuckles is on layaway. Did you get that?
Yeah,
Gabs?
we got that. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So this is item number 8. So are you gonna buy the Tammy? Have you purchased those cactus flower earrings yet? Because if you want to just we can just add it to this order. That'd be easier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then if you purchase them separately and then purchase something here, if you want something off of our website, and this goes for everyone, if you want something, just let us know and we'll pull it for you and put it in your order together. And it's kind of easier to keep it together that way.
Yeah, I can just add it to the same invoice so you don't have to look for 2 separate emails. So I think, just let me know if that will work for you, please.
Number 8,
No, yes, okay. Gotcha, no worries.
$1,360.
I agree with Kelly on the rings.
You agree with Kelly? Do you think they look like feathers?
Sometimes. These ones
I mean-
specifically do.
Not all the time, but sometimes.
Yeah. Let me see that ring. I don't know, guys.
This is what I love about art, though. Everybody gets something a little different or a little special.
It's like in between. It's like a feather leaf. Can I get his camera one?
Oh, 2.
Camera two. I mean, yeah. Thanks. What do you think? Feather or leaf? Every time I see these little wireworks at the top, I always think vines, and then my brain default says it's a leaf. But
Still a lot of focus.
But is that better?
Yeah.
But do you think that's a feather or a leaf?
Molly has a good question.
Molly has a question. She asks, on the bracelet, when you say it's size 7, does that include the gap? Yes, it does. My wrist measures just under a 7. So let me measure a bracelet. Let me just measure this one.
Good call.
So generally, when we measure a wrist, Michelle Wood says leaf. Bia and Amanda say feather.
And then
Tammy says feather too. Kevin says feather. Okay, so when I'm measuring my wrist, I'm just gonna wrap the measuring tape around my wrist. And you probably did that too. Yeah, my wrist shrunk or something. I'm like a 6 1/4 right now. Must be the low carb diet or something.
Uh-oh.
I'm just under a 6 1/2. When we measure this, I'll have to remember that for the bracelet measuring that I do. I've been watching my diet. I was eating way too much sweets. Way too much sweets. Way too many sweets. So I'm measuring around the cuff. It's out of focus. There you go. Measuring around the cuff. That goes around, and that's a 5 1/2 inch cuff with a just under a 1 1/2 inch gap. You see that? So that's really close to a 7 inch wrist. We can open it just a smidge if it's a. Didn't you say you were just under a 7 inch? And this
Yeah.
bracelet just happens to be exactly just under a 7 inch.
No pressure, though.
Yeah, the spine kind of makes it feather. I saw the wire work, and that's what kind of like made my brain go to leaf. So I see a lot of the. But then again, if you've ever smudged, or if you're in some of the, if you have a tribal affiliation and you use the smudging with the feather, usually the feather. Where's my feather? We'll have a wrap around the base of the feather as like a handle. And it could totally have been that too. All these feathers flying everywhere.
Oh, your collection, though.
Yeah,
They're
every time
beautiful.
artists bring me feathers and I collect them in my hats. I do need a new hat though. Does anybody know a good hat maker? I've seen a couple of them online and I need to reach out, get some new hats. This one's like my winter hat and it's all hot outside. Anyway, I digress. Let's move on to number 9. Priestess out there? Because we got some more slab earrings just for you, Priestess.
I haven't seen her lately.
Oh, so she said something earlier today.
Oh, good.
Cluster pendant.
Ooh, there we go.
That's a little better.
Cute little cluster pendant. Nice size bail. You could fit some, I don't know, 5 to 7 millimeter pearls through there. $400 before the sale. We're taking 20% off for the next 24 hours. That'll be what, $80 off? So $320. $320. Sterling silver. Marked WD.
Man, this is the definition of high contrast.
It's a nice turquoise. What kind of turquoise do you think that is?
I'm not sure. This is like that color turquoise that could be like so many different places.
We're not sure, Amanda.
I'm not sure.
Just the initials WD.
By default, usually if you ask someone that, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, it's Kingman," because that's the default answer. Honestly, it could be a little older than that. The Fox turquoise mine really produced a lot of this color turquoise in the 70s. I like looking at the matrix because that helps give it away too. That lighter gold color, you do have some Campitos and some Mojave area turquoise coming out. You know, that has that lighter gold, like golden, not gold nails, Sonora gold. You know, has that like golden on the inside. There is King Manasa. It gets a little light like this. Yeah. Anyway, 320 for item number. I don't know the artist on this one too. I'm failing today. WD. Anyway, that's item number 9. Number 10. Been itching to get to this. Yeah. Look at that.
Focus is perfect. Unless you zoom out, then it's probably gonna change.
Still perfect.
Perfect.
Holy moly.
This is beautiful. I love this transition with the really light blue, kind of like classic turquoise color turquoise into the green.
It's like algae.
And you see that that mother stone there, how it's that gold color? That's really where it gets that name. There is a Delfert Yazzie that does this hallmark. There's a couple others that do a D. There's the D.
This is Sonoran, right?
Sonoran gold, what they call this turquoise.
This is number 10?
This is number 10. Price on this piece was $6,000. Holy smokes, is that turquoise getting that expensive? You know, we saw a run of this turquoise the last couple of years, and man, has that price gone up for these. This is contemporary. It's been made recently, and I think it's because of the turquoise. Look at that. If you've purchased some of that Sonoran gold from our shop in the past, like, look at the price, how it's appreciating with inflation. It's like an inflation hedge. Silver and turquoise. Geez, the price on this is $6,000. It's still going up though. It's like Bitcoin. It's just gonna keep going up.
Well, it's only, yeah, Bitcoin's more volatile.
Yeah, more volatile. Turquoise just kind of goes up and sticks. 4,800 after the sale. Yeah, right? I mean, this is a great quality, good quantity of this turquoise. I bet we could get some from Sunwest Silver, but it's gonna be like $5 to $10 a carat.
Goes to show you though, I mean, that's why we appreciate these things, is because of the rarity and the beauty.
You appreciate them because they appreciate?
Appreciate that this appreciates us. Appreciate you appreciating our turquoise that appreciates. Okay, let's just get a weight on that. Now, silver wise, I'm looking at 2.5 ounces. Maybe, I don't know, that's not quite as thick. Maybe we're looking at 1.5 ounces. The rest is turquoise. We're looking at 160 grams. How many ounces is that?
160 grams?
Yeah.
160
Grams to ounces.
Oh, 5.6 ounces.
Can you subtract like 2.5 ounces of silver? What is that? Like, that's 2.5.
It's like 3.
3 ounces. Can you convert that back into grams?
85.
85 grams, and I'll multiply that times 5. This is just a guess, everyone. I'm guessing how much turquoise is in here.
We are at $425 or $425
425 carats
Carrots, yeah.
carats.
times $5 a carat.
21, 25.
So there's $2,000 in turquoise there. Yep.
And that's just the stone.
That's whenever they bought it. I don't know how much their markup is and stuff, but like anyway. Okay. Number 11, slab earrings.
Priestess. I did mark ABC on them.
Alexa said the same thing on your map, Tammy says.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome. I've got 3 pairs. This is item number 11. See that? Item number 11.
Can you flip them? Sorry, just I want to be sure the ABC's right.
Oh, do you mark them ABC? You mark them A, B, and C. A, B, and C. Prices on these were $36 before the sale. What is it on sale? Like
Oh, I forgot to change it. I'm sorry. Hold on.
36. That's what? 7,
$7.
10 sold on layaway. Number 10 sold on layaway. Lacey's gonna take it. Sonora Gold Cluster. It's $29 after the sale. We gotta give Lacey a big drum.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Lacey. Looks like who is in line first? We
Amanda
got
gets C. Amanda gets A.
Anna gets C. Amanda gets A. And we've got B left. K, I'm sorry. It looks like Amanda and Ann beat you to that one. There's the A and C right there. Anna is A. Amanda has C.
They're $29. Oh, okay, gotcha.
We've got 1 pair left. This is C, $29. Turquoise slab earrings. I'll just hold this up. Camera 3. You can. That's not a. It doesn't work unless you really have pierced ears, huh?
Sold B.
B. K's gonna take that B.
Who got the other ones?
And
Anna got A.
and
Amanda
C
got
is
C. And K got this one right
B.
here.
Yeah. Oh, priestess. I'm sorry, priestess.
Oh, priestess.
I have more priestess. I'll private message you, okay?
You have more?
There was a couple that I was stashing for her.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
She kept missing these shows.
Lynn, looks like Lynn would like to look too if you have any left
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah, I'll private message y'all a little bit after. If I don't get you guys tonight, I will be telling you tomorrow because I have to find them.
You should just do an inner circle post.
Yeah, I will. I'll inner circle those bad boys for you.
I feel like this is a little much.
I agree.
That's too much. $500? I guess it's a lot of turquoise, but still, it's not. This is a little much, everyone. These are really cool though.
Yeah, really cool.
We should make some of these. This would take a little while. It's just not going to be this much. $500. 20% off is $400. This is item number 12. I would get a better deal on that. So everyone's sometimes asks where I get my jewelry. I get my jewelry from all over the place. Sometimes I'll work with other stores and sell some of their jewelry on the show. We have artisans that bring jewelry in. We wholesale. We get estate sales. I go to pawn shops. We will have guest artists bring their own jewelry on the show. Yeah, there's a lot of variations. It's a really good place if you're watching to see prices because they kind of fluctuate a little bit according to where it came from. If we make it here, I can give you the exact reasoning for where prices come from. But I could see maybe that they spent quite a bit on this turquoise. But these are really cool, like sweeper earrings. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 strands. Who got 11A?
Amanda did.
Anna did.
Anna did, thank you. Yeah. No, she got C.
No, Amanda got C.
Amanda got C, Anna got A,
Oh,
and
gotcha.
Kay got B.
And Kay got B.
So $400 for these really pretty sweeper turquoise strand earrings. I want to make some and see how much it costs us to make.
Are they heavy? I don't think they're very heavy, no.
I mean,
That bead on top is hollow.
the bead is hollow, but I mean, that's still some decent weight for ears. If I were to do it, I'd want to do like 10 strands. I think it'd make it more price approachable. And then it would just kind of take that weight down a little bit because that's pretty heavy for earrings, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have my ears pierced, but I could see if I was wearing this all the time. That would just, it's a little weighty. Cool. You got B, Kay.
You got B, yes.
Yeah, like bends the card down. It's so heavy. It's gonna like break it. Walker disapproves.
We've seen heavier earrings.
We've seen heavier. Number 13. Oh, okay, so these are. I designed these with Navajo Arts and Crafts. So I had a partnership with Navajo Arts and Crafts for a little while, and they have a few silversmiths over there. Navajo Arts and Crafts is actually the official. It's official trading post of the and the board for Navajo Arts and Crafts. They're in Arizona. This is what we called the Bosque Boho bracelet, and we originally made these. We got some work to some artists, and yeah, it's a cluster design. We call it boho because boho is known as kind of like the bohemian, which is kind of like slang for kind of like hippie or like budget. Beatnik. And so because it didn't have the turquoise, that's where the boho came in. So, but it is, it's not like it's cheap or anything. It's thick silver, sterling silver. It's $450 before the sale. We've got a couple different sizes here. I've got a tiny, a little bit bigger. Let me get you those sizes. This is item number 13.
Tiny, small, large, huge.
Tiny, small, large, huge. Really? Is that what they are?
Yeah.
So the tiny is like tiny. I don't even remember what a tiny is. Isn't it like it's 5 1/4 or something like that? So it's 4 1/4 with a 3/4 inch gap. So that's a size 5-inch wrist. That's pretty tiny. Our small should be 5.5 to 5 3/4. Yep, we're at 5 3/4 to a 6, which is the small. These are on sale for $360. The large is a size 7. Large is a size 7, and then the huge is like a size 8 to 9. Look at that, it just swallows my wrist. I'll probably wear that on my leg.
This is strong, bold design though. It caught my eye earlier.
Well, we could make these again, but mediums just sold out like crazy. $360. T.Skies. Got our hallmark there, T.Skies, and our little symbol, our little shop hallmark. $360 for each of those. I think the huge should cost more, but I think it was all cost on the small, and then
It is more silver.
it's a lot more silver. Yeah. I think we're losing a little bit on that weight on the huge. It's item number 13. Can you make earrings of number 13? Yeah, we have. I think Jeanette Nelson bought my last pair, but we can make some. Leanne Jones is going to take the small. There it is. Oh, Lacey has one of those bracelets. There's the small for Leanne Jones.
Thank you.
Lot. She was talking about number 13. She bought the small, a couple.
Oh,
also.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, price on the necklace that I'm wearing. Do you remember this one, Walker? It's like 4,800.
What number is it? 5?
Yeah, it's the Super Kingman one.
4,560.
4,560. Last piece of the night.
It's a set.
A set.
Yeah.
Earrings and necklace. There's only one small. I've got a tiny. But we could make some more. It's just been a while since we've made them, so if you'd like one, let me know and we'll put it on the list. We could honor that price. Zuni style. I'll try this on too. I'll get this one off. So just a difference in Zuni and Navajo. Hopefully, if you've been watching the show, you can start seeing the difference now. That Zuni has a little bit finer work when it comes to stone cutting. They either do inlay, which, by the way, we're going to do an inlay show next week. And in this case, they've got these petty point or needle point. This is actually needle point, or close to needle point. Not quite needle point. I know that was just super confusing. What I said just totally doesn't make sense. There are two terms usually with Zuni jewelry: petty point and needle point. Petty point is typically little tiny dots that looks like the head of a pin, and then petty point is the little head of the pin, and then needle point is usually these really small stones, but they come to a point, like a porcupine quill or like a needle, and we call those needle point. This is looks very much like needle point, but they just don't come to that point. They're just cut really small. We'll just call these small cabochon, but definitely Zuni style. That incredibly small, intricate cut they do is pretty iconic of Zuni style. We've got these little rain tassels here at the bottom, and that comes with a set of matching earrings. The price on this, Walker, was $800 for the set. That's not bad. Something else that I've noticed with not usually, but if I see signatures with a scratch pin or a flex shaft that's signed, it is a lot of Zuni artisans do that. And they also usually put the word Zuni in there somewhere. There it is, Zuni, New Mexico. And Gloria Husto. Just try this on real fast. $800 before the sale. It'll be on sale for $640. There we go. I think it would be much nicer on the lady. Lacey's gonna take it. She's gonna take the set.
The backing of the earrings are on the back of the tweed.
What are you calling a tweed?
Tweedledee.
Tweedledee.
Lacey, did you want that one on the layaway slip, or did you want that one with the cluster bracelet?
She's usually pretty good about specifying.
Yeah. Let's keep them separated though until we know for sure, Aziz.
I dropped the card. Here they are. On the tweed.
On the tweed.
That's it. That's all she wrote today. She has to be with the bracelet, please.
With the bracelet, you got it.
Okay. That is our show tonight. Looks like we have a few pieces left. If anyone really wanted the cluster bracelet in a different size, let me know. We can order them. It's going to take a couple weeks for us to build these. They take a little while, and they require some casting steps that it's like a 2-week process for us. Anyway, is there anything else you'd like to see again? Item number 1, the double ring. That's item number 1.
This is a ring.
Here's a ring, Linda. Here's your double ring. Yeah, that's a ring. It's a double ring, adjustable. Currently set at a 7.5, $2,320. Cluster.
And then there's number 3 too.
Number 3, we do have a ring. Here you go. Little bit too big, she says. This is a size 9.5. Classic cluster ring. Navajo. Was $269 before the sale. Will be on sale for what, $216? $216. All right. If you want to see all of these pieces that are left again, please join our Inner Circle, our private Facebook group. We'll put a link in the description below one more time. Thank you, Molly, for joining. Hopefully this gives you a chance to see a variety of pieces. And if you haven't joined yet, we've got our Inner Circle. Walker's putting a link in the description. That's our private Facebook group where we can communicate. We'll be posting pictures of these remaining pieces there. And if you have more questions, you can ask. And Gabs is pretty on it for questions and stuff. So
you guys are really on it too for giving me all the contact information. Thanks guys for being so clear in your instructions.
We do our guest artist shows on Saturdays, and in this case, one of our own artisans here in the shop, Diego Cruz, will be doing a show at 3:30 Mountain Standard Time. Please support him. We've got a lot of new artisans that we haven't. They're not necessarily new artisans, but they haven't been on the show before. Coming up this next month, so maybe we should do a calendar or something in the.
What time?
3:30. 3:30 Mountain Standard Time. Yeah, next week we've got we'll do a big sale on Monday. Just kind of we call it our dent and scratch show. As a lot of you may know, we make jewelry here in shop, and the pieces that are seconds we tend to sell out on Mondays. We'll do another variety show on Tuesday, and Unji will be back for that show. Devin Edison will be hosting on Thursday next week, late at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. That's 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern. And then the following week, I think Ronald Tom will be here. He's made a couple really big bracelets that he's been dropping off. He tends to save up all his pieces and gives us a couple pieces every week until he's got enough to do a show. So what time on Monday? 3:30 Mountain Standard Time, which is 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern. So again, I'm Matthew James here at T.Skies. Thank you, Walker and Gabs, for all of your help. Thanks, Kevin. Kev, you've got a show coming up too pretty soon, right? I think in a couple weeks, 3 weeks. Kevin Yazzie from he's in Farmington, New Mexico. Did some really cool picture like sculpting out of silver.
You can see it in his little profile picture right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. There's a piece of his jewelry right there he's on. If you're on Facebook, you might not be able to see it because he's on YouTube. It looks like Lily's gonna take that ring, that 9.5. Kevin the Aussie's coming in on the 25th. Looking forward to that. And do one last drum for Lily as we leave. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening. Bye.